Let's listen to the sounds of a Ludacris show.
Fuck that slide.
Luda? Haha, king shit. Man, he does not get the proper credit he deserves and is super underrated for what he did and his contribution to the rap game. He was one of the successful ones that came in the industry as a rapper but made an even bigger career acting, taking him to a whole new different level among his peers, and he's still killing it. And it's dope to see his career blossom in front of our eyes because he's come a long way. Most people don't even know that Ludacris was actually born and raised in Illinois until around 9th grade before moving to Atlanta, and here is where his skills would start to develop. As a student of the game and very dedicated, he had went to Georgia State University and was studying music management, so he was preparing himself early for the game. One of his first big breaks was when he got the internship working at the radio station 97.5, which is now 107.9, and would go from an intern to an on-air personality to DJing the station. He was making his imprint felt. His plan was to work at the radio station because that's where all the artists and producers pass through and visit. So he figured it's the best way for him to get close to one of them to let him hear his music, and his radio name was DJ Chris Lover. That definitely sounds on brand for him.
97.5 right here, BET, we doing it up in the A-Town, ATL, myself, Chris Lover, Ludacris, you know what I'm saying, Future Flavor Show, my girl La Tina up in here, my boy Paul Daddy on the show, and the cables is in the house.
And he knew what he was doing because while working at the radio station, he got another big break, and this time he met Timbaland, who was very fond of Ludacris's music and wanted to feature him on his project and was featured on the song Fat Rabbit. Now feeling more confident than ever, he would keep the momentum going and release his first independent album called Incognito under his own label Disturbing the Peace in 1999. And on this album was a song What's Your Fantasy featuring Shawnna. But the song had hit the streets and it was over. I remember like it was yesterday. This was back in the house party basement days when we were dancing freaky pressed on a wall with the girls grinding and winding. Oh man. But the song was making so much noise that Def Jam stepped in to sign him quick, and he made sure to sign through his own label, now making it Disturbing the Peace / Def Jam. They kept the ball rolling and remade his independent album Incognito and added more songs and production to it, and would drop his official major debut album back for the first time in 2000, and the album would debut at number 4 on Billboard's 200 charts. This was a very good intro album and helped to establish the type of artist he was gonna be, as What's Your Fantasy was already going crazy, and songs like Southern Hospitality, he was making a very fast imprint and just getting started. He would follow this up and drop his second major album Word of Mouth in 2001, which debuted at number 3 on Billboard's 200, and this album would help stabilize him as the phenom that he is of today, because this album had too many classics. He dropped singles like Rollout, Area Codes featuring Nate Dogg, and that song was heard everywhere and even included in the Rush Hour 2 soundtrack, which helped to grow the song even bigger. Songs like Saturday and Move featuring Mystical and I-20, which is his biggest cultural song to date, as Move, bitch, is a term that can be used for anything, but this song was a major smash and helped to make him a household name. This was a very good album. With Luda being on fire, he would be featured on songs like Welcome to Atlanta with Jermaine Dupri, B.I.B.I. by Lil Jon, 1 Minute Man by Missy Elliott, and much more. His style was very versatile and could rap very fast or give you some witty comical bars, making him well-rounded as an elite rapper. He would keep going and dropped his third album, Chicken and Beer, in 2003, and the album would debut at number 1. finally his first #1 release, and he would drop singles like Stand Up, Splash Waterfalls, Diamond in the Back, Coochie Poppin'. He always made sure to display his full range of personalities and humor in his songs. Things turned up even more for Ludacris was when he was featured on the 2004 hit single Yeah by Usher and Lil Jon, and things took off even more because this song was a big international song featured in commercials, movies, you name it. The song was very successful and it changed everyone's life who was a part of it, and they even won a Grammy for it. He would release 5 more albums after Chicken and Beer, albums like The Red Light District in 2004, Release Therapy in 2006, Theater of the Mind in 2008, Battle of the Sexes in 2010, and Ludaversal in 2015, which was his last studio album at the time of this recording. And always one for acting out scenes and being very animated in his videos, he took it further by taking his talents to the big screen to do some acting. He had some minor roles in some movies like The Wash and Hustle and Flow among others, but it wasn't until he took on more serious and drama roles that will help solidify him in the acting world. His first major movie break was when he starred in Too Fast, Too Furious alongside Vin Diesel and Tyrese and got a permanent role in the movie. The Fast and Furious franchise makes billions of dollars each film, and right now they're on their 10th sequel. God damn, Ludacris making that real Hollywood money, and that's why he's been in all 10 films. I can only imagine how much he's making.
And I also hear people say all the time, why do y'all keep doing these movies? That's the dumbest question in the world. I'm gonna tell you why. Because no matter what industry we in, podcasts, music, movies, it's all about a bottom line. It's all about how much you spend compared to how much you make. We're making billions of dollars
every time,
bro. And I'm saying that like I'm just giving you my heart. I'm not trying to brag or nothing.
Right.
So when you say why do y'all keep,
that's why.
When some of y'all keep saying why do y'all keep shooting these movies, let me tell you why. Because if you spend 200 million and you make $1 billion, who the fuck is you gonna tell to stop shooting movies when you making $800 million
every time?
How? I need people to stop asking that question, even if you don't like it.
Right.
Even if you don't want to watch it.
That's okay.
Stop asking that goddamn question. That is the answer.
And the other big movie he was in was Crash with Lawrence Tate and others, and this film was a big success. The film was so good that it won 3 Academy Awards along with winning the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture. So Ludacris has started acting at the perfect time because he landed 2 big roles with 2 big movies. Already in the acting and film world, he decided to start his own and created the show Karma's World in 2021, which is named after his oldest daughter, Karma. The show is an animated musical comedy displaying education and fun interactions with kids. And once again, Ludacris struck gold as the show Karma's World was very successful and was even nominated for 3 NAACP awards, along with being nominated at the first Children's and Family Emmy Awards. So he was also making noise in the cartoon world. And following the footsteps of his album Chicken and Beer, he opened a restaurant in the Atlanta airport called Chicken and Beer back in 2016, and it's still open. For anyone watching this video, if you have had the food there, please let me know if it's good in the comments, because you know how these rappers do. But for the most part, Ludacris has stayed out of controversy and hasn't been in a lot of trouble, besides his quick beef with T.I., which T.I. ended up getting into a physical fight with Ludacris's manager Shaka Zulu, but eventually they were able to squash it because the beef wasn't for real, it was just over rap egos. And as of now, Luda is living in his soft life era for all the years of hard work he put into the game, and he's living very comfortably and lavish as he also has his own private jet. Ching ching, okay, I see you. That's that Fast and Furious money right there. Enjoying his wife and kids, traveling the world and living life to the fullest. Ludacris is having a ball, and people keep bringing up his wife because of what Cat Williams said on a Shannon Sharp show. Basically, Cat Williams said that Ludacris' success is from the Illuminati and that he signed the deal, and how Ludacris' wife is ugly and light-skinned like all the other rappers' girlfriends and wives.
Are you related to Luda?
No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were gonna pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Cat Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done a... Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people?
Yes.
It's part of what they give you, okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200?
Sir, Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
200 million. I might need to get me one of the more women.
Yo, Cat Williams is hilarious, but I don't think it applies with Ludacris. And Ludacris had responded back to Cat Williams spitting some bars. But Ludacris' wife is a beautiful African woman born and raised from the country Caban. So she's not like these typical black American chicks. She's coming from hard beliefs and cultural structure grown up in an African household. So Ludacris got himself a real one and made sure to get himself a dual citizenship in her country and plans to build houses and more. Luda loves it in the motherland and he's there for sure. He's had a very good career and keeps expanding each year. So who knows what's next for him, but he definitely made sure to capitalize every chance he was given, from rap to acting, and has created the dream life most rappers strive for. Shout out to Ludacris, man. Keep doing your thing and inspiring others as we stay tuned for his next venture. Woo! Thanks for watching this video and make sure to hit the like button. You made it this far, right? I mean, you might as well. Thank you. And also make sure to check out my other videos on where they are now, where I talk about throwback R&B artists and rappers from back in the day, where I just like to see what they're doing now. But yeah, I'ma make sure to catch you guys on the next one.